Dust on the Moon here. Today is January 2nd, 2021. I am going to go over all the games that happened on New Year's. Let's get into it. The first game is Memphis Grizzlies versus Charlotte Hornets. Grizzlies um, beat Charlotte 108-93. They're still without Ja Morant. Let's take a look at the minutes. Tyus Jones had a pretty decent game, only 6 points, but give you the 12 assists and 2 steals. That's what you want from him. Kyle Anderson continued, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Just scary numbers across the board, and he's even hitting his 3 pointers, two threes, hit his free throw, seven. Somewhat efficient on the field. So that begs the question: when everybody comes back, is he gonna have somewhat still a decent role on the team? I don't know. We'll see. He was never getting this opportunity last year. He was playing 15 to 20 minutes. He was never really a key piece of the rotation. But this year he's been playing so well, and he's a plus 25 like Tyus Jones. So I wonder if their coach is gonna give him more minutes when all those guys come back. And Brandon Clark is getting huge minutes as well. 15 points. You mainly get this guy for his field goal. 2 blocks is nice, but yeah, at this point, you want to pick up this guy because he's getting more and more minutes. Uh, Grayson Allen was out. He was getting major minutes before going down. I guess that's why everybody getting more minutes now. Valanciunas only 25 minutes, a double double. Very typical of him. Dylan Brooks 28 minutes, took 17 shots with everybody out. He's a big dog on the team. 21 points, 5 threes. 3 steals is nice. 5 turnovers, but he mainly give you points and threes. I think the rookie Desmond Bain has been getting more minutes when everybody is out. 10 points, 4 assists. But if he keeps getting 28 to 30 minutes while Ja Morant is out, you can go pick him up. Uh, he seems to have good upside. On the Hornets side, they started off the season somewhat hot. Definitely cool down. Gordon Hayward, he was scoring, 25 plus points and 7 assists the first 3 games or so. The last 2 games have been rough. 14 points here. Only 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. So and a minus 24. So not a very good performance from him. Bismack Biyombo played well, but it's gonna be a short thing until Cody Zeller comes back. But for now, you can grab him for his rebound and blocks and good field goals. PJ Washington, only 22 minutes. His minutes has been up and down. Same with Miles Bridges, who had a few good games. This game he played really bad, 1 for 5, 2 points. So it's hard to roster both guys just because their minutes are so up and down, so inconsistent. I think you're just better off streaming the spot, trying to hit lotteries on a day to day basis instead of just holding this guy at all times. Terry Rozier and Devonte Graham, yeah, they combined for they both shot around 10% from the field, and their minutes have been going down. It's good to see Lamelo Ball getting more and more minutes. So at this point, if Lamelo is out there, definitely pick him up. He's getting plus 25 minutes for a few games now, and he's only gonna get more rounds as the season goes on. And Terry Rozier, I don't know if you guys remember how he started the season. Now just falling back to earth, and he will have more games like this for sure. But for now, you still got to hold him. Same thing with Devonte Graham. A horrible shooting night, but give you the 5 assists and 2 steals. And let's look at LaMelo Ball. That's why he's so good in fantasy, because just like his brother, he contributes across the board. His efficiency is not so good. Went to free throw twice, only hit one of them. So I imagine he's not a great free throw shooter. as well. But as long as the volume is not too high, if he goes to the line 2 3 times, it's fine. It's no big deal. There, hit 2 threes, 3 rebounds. He usually is a good rebound guy, right? So only 3 more rebounds here. 6 assists is nice. 2 steals is nice. And as a guard, he's a guard with good size. So he gets you those blocks as well. 50 points. So yeah, he's gonna be really good this year as the season goes on. Let's go to the next game. Celtics lost to Detroit, which is a surprise. Jason Tatum, 24 shots, hit 3 threes, 28 points, 6 rebounds. Kind of choked on the free throw. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 37 minutes. Good stat from Jason Tatum, but not the first round value that we are hoping for. Because you wanna we all know his field goal is not that good, so you wanna go to free throw line as much as you can and hit at like 85% clip to really boost his value. He's not doing that so far. And the rebound, somewhat decent rebound. Everything else, somewhat decent steals, but everything else is man. Jaylen Brown, 37 minutes. Yeah, Jaylen did not go to free throw line. That's what you want as his fantasy owner. And other values, like he's outperforming Tatum at the moment. If you ignore his free throw, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. He's giving you the 3 steals and 2 blocks, which is scary. 4 turnovers, 25 points. Marcus Smart, high minutes again. So those 3 guys, they're the ones that are getting really, really high minutes until I guess Kemba comes back. Even Kemba comes back. Those guys, Brad Stevens will play those guys high minutes. Smart is not a high scoring guy, low efficiency, but those 9 assists and 3 steals, that's exactly why you're getting this guy. Everybody else, Tristan Thompson, you mainly get him for his rebound. He give you that. Daniel Theis, really not much. You don't really want to roster this guy. Jeff Teague and Grant Williams got 20 minutes apiece. Didn't really do much. So you only stream those guys, but don't roster them for a long period of time. Detroit Pistons, they got the win, which is a surprise. How did they do it? They didn't really shoot the ball particularly well, both teams, but they out rebound. Didn't they out rebound the Celtics? Celtics shot the free throw horribly. So is Detroit. They only by 3, so I guess the team stats pretty similar across the board. Jeremy Grant, 37 minutes. Pretty bad, horrible efficiency. Took 24 shots, but that's what you want to see. He's the number 1 option on this team. It seems like, but it's such a big jump from last year when he was the 4th, 5th, 6th option when he was on Denver Nuggets. Now he's the first option on the team. 24 shots, got 24 points. Didn't do much, but that's good to see that they try to make him the number 1 guy. We'll see how it goes as the season goes on. Mason Plumlee, a big game, 17 rebounds, 8 points, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. That's his only weakness. Good stats across the board. Josh Jackson, a lot of people picked him up. He was playing decently well. But when people can't, and everybody come back, he's only getting his 26 minutes. Still took 12 shots. That's good. 11 points. But his efficiency is rough most nights. So, if you can, tolerate his efficiencies, you can go grab him. Killian Hayes, 23 points, 6 assists. You still don't want to roster him. He'll be better as the season goes on, possibly, but for now, it's tough. He's still splitting minutes with Derrick Rose as well. Derrick Rose has been playing pretty well, coming off the bench. Exactly what he did last season. Give you 15, 16 points, give you 5 assists, and 2 steals is nice because D Rose is not a high steals guy. Other guys on Detroit, Dylan Wright, yeah, you can forget about him. Just at this point, not getting any minutes. Yeah, I remember ESPN, the fantasy ranking, during the draft. ESPN give him like his draft position is like 65 or something. Now he's getting 20 minutes a night. Let's go to the next team. Dallas beat the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler came back from his ankle injury. Played, you know, it was minus 18, but by far the worst. So I imagine he's probably not 100%, but he just wanted to get back out there. So pretty much a shit game from him. 2 steals. Everything else is shit. Bam had a strong game. 19 points, 11 rebound, 2 assists. 4 steals is really strong. Good efficiency. 75 free throw percentage is okay. Duncan Robinson, 33 points, 1 for 8. Yeah, drop this guy. Um, you better off just streaming the spot. 33 minutes. He only give you 3 cent points. It's playing lottery. You want to stream this guy. Tyler Hero. Yeah, it's rough. Like took 11 shots, 11 points, but just nothing else. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no defensive stats, and low efficiency. That's why even when he scored those 38 points in the Eastern Conference Finals, like the first rookie, he broke a bunch of records scoring 38 points. But fantasy wise, he's just not that very good as you guys can see. Just no defensive stats and low efficiency, and don't go to free throw line a lot. I think you're also better off streaming the spot. Avery Bradley, Goran Dragic, the sixth man, did what he did, 10.7 assists. You want to roster this guy mainly for his points and assists. Avery Bradley only 17 minutes here. Everybody else is Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, sometimes Kelly Olynyk will get, like this game, get 28 minutes. Sometimes you get 0 minutes. If you can get 28 minutes every night, you obviously want to roster this guy. But it's tough when his minutes are very inconsistent. On the Dallas Mavericks side, it's good to see them get a win, even though they scored only 93 points, while the Miami Heat only scored 83. Miami shot the ball horribly, 37%, 20% from threes. Mavs defense just too good. Luka Doncic, 27 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, and we can see his free throw. It's still early in the season, and you already can see he's trolling a free throw already. Bad efficiency, bad free throw. The counting stats are there, but his defensive stats are not that high up. So it's just crazy people are drafting him over James Harden or Anthony Davis in some of the drafts. You can just see in category leagues his stats just not that good. He give you points, rebounds, assists. That's about it. Tim Hardaway Jr. high minutes, 18 points. Did what he did. 2 steals are nice. Dorian Finney-Smith, 22 minutes. Josh Richardson, 11 points. Didn't really do much. The thing about Josh Richardson is when he was on Miami Heat, giving all those defensive stats. Those days, seem long gone. The defensive stats are not coming back. Maxi Kleber, 1 steal, 1 block, took 3. But Porzingis is, I think, in full practice, so we'll be excited to see him come back and see how he would help Porzingis efficiency-wise and assist-wise. But on the Mavericks team, really, is Luka Doncic and Porzingis. Everybody else I'm not too excited about any of them. The next game is the Atlanta Hawks beat the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets started off the season, people were like, wow, they're so good. I think they lost a couple of games since although one game KD and Kyrie were both out. But the Atlanta Hawks are for real this year. They looked really scary. DeAndre Hunter, scary. 9 for 10, 23 points, 6 rebounds. No assists. The defensive stats are not there, but the efficiency looked really scary. 23 points, 3 threes. So at this point, both him and Cam Reddish, Gallinari is going to be hurt a lot. Oh wow, he's actually healthy this game. Just coach's decision not to play him. So those 2 wing guys, at this point, you want to roster both of them, getting consistent 30 minutes on a young Atlanta Hawks team, and they're pretty fast paced as well. So you got to pick up both guys at this point. John Collins, again, only 25 minutes, so it's going to be like a trend going forward that he's just not going to get more minutes than DeAndre Hunter or Cam Reddish on a per game basis. Still pretty good stats, 20 points, 8 rebounds, but the upside is capped because his minute on average is not going to be that high. Clint Capella is getting his full minutes, is getting his minute back up, coming back from the injury, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists is surprising. Is at his career high. Blocks are not there. He is a plus 20, while Solomon Hill is a plus 20. He's a plus 12. So it's good to see Clint Capella getting 30 minutes. Trae Young, not a good shooting night, but give you the other stats. Only went to free throw line 4 times. He was going to the free throw line 16 times a game. So Brooklyn Nets did a good job not fouling him that much. 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. It's good to see he's getting at least 1 steal and a block. So nothing to worry about Trae Young. Really strong stats even when he was having an off game. Bogdanovic, 25 points, didn't really do much this game. Cam Huerter, forget about this guy. Just not enough minutes when everybody's healthy. But if Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter is available, and you see them getting 30 minutes a night, you want to grab both guys at this point. And let's look at Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Kevin Durant is just really strong. 5 turnovers, but 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and 2 blocks. Somewhat efficient from the field, efficient from the free throw line, while Kyrie kind of struggled. 28% shooting, 21 shots, only 18 points. Did grab 11 rebounds, that's really strong. 4 assists, 2 steals. Still strong game from him. Let's look at Joe Harris, mainly for points and threes. Did grab 7 rebounds, that's nice. DeAndre Jordan and Jarrett Allen splitting the minutes, and on this game, it's actually pretty consistent that if you add up these 2 guys' minutes, it's equal to 40, and the other 8 minutes they are without a true center on the court. So that's just even more bad news for Jarrett Allen owners, because even DeAndre Jordan is getting 18 minutes. Jarrett Allen is not getting the 30 minutes. He's getting 22 minutes. But the upside is there. This game only 5 points, 4 rebounds and a block, while DeAndre Jordan got in 18 minutes, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. It's hard to roster DeAndre Jordan. Jarrett Allen, obviously you want to hold because he can have those explosive block party nights, give you 4 or 5 blocks. The upside is there. DeAndre Jordan just rebound. You can do better. So drop him. Only stream him. Don't keep him on your team. For long, Caris LeVert, he's not putting up the big stat if KD and Kyrie are playing, so you can forget about him. Andrew Shaman, no. This guy, Timothy Luwawu, don't know how to pronounce his name. He seems to move to the starting lineup, but I don't think he's very good. Playing 30 minutes, he's probably not fantasy relevant, playing next to Kyrie and KD. The next game is the Chicago Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks. They got destroyed, and I think a bunch of Bulls guys, they were all out. Starting with Lauri Markkanen. I think somebody got COVID-19. I don't know who it is, but someone got it. So a lot of guys had to miss some games. Kobe White got the most minutes because Sandro Raskin was still out. So had a pretty bad game. Everybody did because they got blown out. 12 points. Kobe White need to get some steals. Other stats looked okay, but he's got to learn how to get some steals for his fantasy owners. But everything else, the volumes are there. He's gonna get major minutes there, so don't have to worry about that. The Bulls really want to develop this guy. Zach LaVine, 27 points, 16 points, 6 rebounds, a steal and a block. Nothing much else. Wendell Carter Jr., another somewhat decent game. He was only minus 16. Last game against the Wizards, he was a minus 24 when his team won by 3 points. But this game really good here. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Consider how bad his teammates played. Otto Porter Jr. fell back down to earth. 22 minutes, 9 points, nothing, nothing else. Patrick Williams, it's hard to roster this guy because he's the offensively he's like the fifth or sixth option, and he doesn't give you the defensive stats that you want, and not hitting that many threes. Thaddeus Young, you want him for his steals mainly, just not enough minutes. Daniel Gafford had a decent game last game, only 15 minutes here, but they got even Luke Cornett got some run, but they got destroyed by Milwaukee, so just gotta scratch it up. Go on to the next game. Milwaukee side, Giannis had a strong game, 29 points, almost a triple double. It's nice to see 2 steals and 2 blocks. I think his defensive stats were somewhat down this year. So let's see, given the higher minutes this year, if those numbers can be back up. Oh, his free throw, oh boy, 10 for 18. So they're only as a team they only took 30 free throws, and he took 18 of them, only made 55%. So again, if you have this guy and you're not pounding free throw, you're doing it wrong. Chris Middleton, only 25 minutes. The 6 assists and 3 steals are nice. Brook Lopez, only 15 minutes. Yeah, this guy mainly give you blocks and threes, and some nights he's just not getting the minutes. But obviously you still want to roster this guy because those blocks are too valuable. DiVincenzo, 11, only 20 minutes, mainly you get him for his steals and somewhat good efficiency. Jrue Holiday, 3 steals again for steals. Those numbers look good. Bobby Portis got some run because it was a blowout. No surprise, a double-double. Surprised he only took 6 shots. I remember when he was on the Bulls and I watched him play. When he was on the court, his usage is about 50%. You know, he wanted to take every shot. And when he was on the Knicks. But interestingly, only takes 6 shots while playing 24 minutes, a double-double. But yeah, do not want to roster this guy other than streaming. Let's go on to the next team. The Wizards, got their first win. Destroyed the Timberwolves without Karl-Anthony Towns. Timberwolves are going, I think they won their first 2 games and just lost every single one of them. It's good to see Wizards got a win. Bradley Beal, really strong, good efficiency, 60% shooting. 7 assists are nice, 31 points. Thomas Bryant, 18 points. Only grabbed 7 rebounds without Westbrook. 7 for 7. This guy has been a huge field goal anchor this week. Yesterday he was like 10 for 11. Today 7 for 7. So this guy is good, but just not getting the defensive stats and the rebounds as a center. So that's somewhat disappointing. This guy is Jewish. Danny. I don't know how to say this. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. He's been getting some major minutes, 27 minutes, just not doing anything. The 3 steals are nice. Rui Hachimura, 19 minutes. This guy mainly give you points and rebounds, and for some reason, I guess still coming back from an injury, only below 20 minutes this game. It's also a blowout, so even Thomas Bryant only playing 22. Roy Neto played. Westbrook was out. He played 12 minutes, didn't really do much. Not interested in any of those guys. Davis Bertans, 11 points. He's mainly a threes guy, and he shot the ball somewhat okay this game, but only streaming him for his threes and points. That's why threes are not as valuable, because there's just so many guys on the wire. You can stream threes and points, because nowadays there's so many guys in the league that does that. So it's just so easy to find them out there, because that's the only things they do. Let's go to the Timberwolves. It's been a mess. D'Angelo Russell was a whopping minus 32. As the team's best player, that's not good. Playing 25 minutes, he had stats wise 14 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, bad efficiency. He hasn't had a good season, good start this season. We will see. Once Cat comes back, his efficiency, his numbers should be back up. I think. Rookie Rubio got a majority of run, but 25 minutes didn't really do much. But you really get this guy for his steals and assists. He gave you that this game. Malik Beasley, only guy that played well on this game. 61% shooting, 21 points. Again, it's mainly a points and threes guy, just like Duncan Robinson. Um, but given that everybody's out, he should have higher usage than other threes and points specialists out there. So you can still roster him, see how things go. Anthony Edwards, decent minutes, took 16 shots. That's what you want to see. Nothing much to give you one block, but I watched a couple of games of him. He's got a pretty big. He's looks pretty lengthy. So I think his upside is getting those defensive stats. He's gonna be inefficient, but the scoring is gonna be there, and hopefully he gets you some. He give you those defensive stats. Everybody else on the team was Naz Reid. Yeah, you can't pick this guy while Cat is still out. Pretty good stats across the board. 17 points, good efficiency, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, one assist, and 2 blocks. Let's go to the next game. The Lakers beat the San Antonio Spurs. LeBron, a poor shooting night, but hit 3 threes, a triple double, 2 steals, still strong at year 36, at age 36. AD had a huge game. It's good to see him taking 26 shots. Yeah, he's just trolling the first couple games. Lakers, they were playing in the finals in the bubble only a few months back. So I thought LeBron's gonna take it easy, but hey, I guess he wanted to break other records, so gotta put up those stats, right? But for AD, he was definitely kind of cruising along the first couple games, and it's good to see him trying hard in this game, getting those 11 rebounds. Oh, free throw, he's a 85 plus free throw shooter. 11 rebound, 5 steals, 2 steals, really strong. No blocks this game, but hey, can't complain about this performance. Dennis Schroeder, 15 shots, 15 points. His hot shooting kind of fall off, but the points is still there. He usually give you 5 assists, only 3, so still roster this guy. 1 steal and 1 block is also nice. Montrezl Harrell, 23 minutes. I think he played his best game in the season opener where he was like 9 for 10, like 20 points, 10 rebounds, something like that. Ever since that, he's just not. Oh, still 11 rebounds is nice, but the minutes, there's a ceiling to his upside because the minutes are not there. Like how much can you really do in a 24-minute a night? Even Wesley Matthews getting more minutes. Let's look at the San Antonio Spurs. Derek White came back, but look at this. Keldon Johnson got the second most minutes to DeMar DeRozan. I was wrong about this guy. He is so good. He's very efficient from the field. 7 for 11. A good free throw shooter in this game. I don't know. I haven't checked his like college stats or whatever, but he's super efficient. Grab a lot of rebounds. I think I see him grab 10 plus rebound in the last. This is the second time in the last 4 or 5 games, and he give you those defensive stats. So congrats to those of you who grabbed him. He's really strong. And I was maybe worried Derek White might eat into this guy's minutes. He ate into Lonnie Walker's minutes. So Keldon Johnson is gonna be looking like waiver pickup of the year so far, because I'm sure nobody drafted this guy. Like there are other guys that you draft in the end of your draft, like Darius Garland, who's also been playing really well, but nobody drafted Keldon Johnson. But really strong game from him. DeMar DeRozan also very good, 23 points. Yeah, DeMar has had a monster start of the season, but he seemed to do this every year. I'm not sure. He shot 4 threes, so his value is gonna go up if he attempts 4 threes a game or 5 threes a game. It's good to see he make three threes. And Keldon Johnson attempted 9 threes, hit 5 of them. So his fantasy just give you pretty much everything. Maybe his assist numbers are not that high, but playing in a Spurs system, everybody gets assist. So he will get 3 assists, 2, 3 assists. So he's gonna be a monster if he can get 35 minutes. A monster. Jacob Pertl, not much there. Starting in place of LaMarcus Aldridge, yeah, you only stream him for his blocks, but I don't have to don't worry about him too much. Dejounte Murray, 12 points, still strong. 8 rebounds is strong. 1 assist and 1 steal. Still got 30 minutes with Derek White coming back. Let's look at how Derek White played. Only 22 minutes. He played really well in the bubble. That's why a lot of people were really hiring him. He's a guard that gets you so many blocks, and he got you 2 blocks this game. I don't know how he does it. He didn't look that athletic. Just for some reason, he give you all those blocks, 9 points, nothing else there. But it's his first game back. He will be better and getting more minutes. Rudy Gay got 24 minutes, took 16 shots, 15 points, and I guess you can roster him for his like efficient across the board stats. He doesn't really give you. There's not one category that he give you a lot in, but just like nice stats across the board. And LaMarcus Aldridge is still out. Don't know when he's coming back, but it's somewhat concerning because he's old, and even when he does come back, if Spurs keep losing, is he gonna play high minutes? I believe he's still good if you give him 30 minutes a night. But with how the Spurs are playing, they want to develop young guys, obviously, so that's somewhat concerning. Phoenix beat Denver. Yeah, Denver. Michael Porter Jr. was out due to COVID. I'm pretty sure like he doesn't have it, but someone close to him had COVID. So due to contact tracing, he had to sit out a couple games. I just don't know how. Maybe a week, like John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, and I think ESPN, immediately changed his tag to out. So if you got IR in your league, at least it's nice. You can put him in IR and pick up somebody else. You don't have to just hold him, right? Look at Phoenix got another win. So they looked really strong this year. It's really scary. Mika Bridges, only 1 block, no steals, but he hit 4 threes. No turnover. I think this guy every time he's in one of my leagues. Every time I look at him, just 0 steals. He just doesn't turn the ball over. So that's really nice. That's kind of underrated fantasy aspect. If you got a guy just doesn't turn the ball over at all, that's really nice. DeAndre Ayton, 37 minutes. He had a shit game last game. Bounced back in a big way. 10 for 13. That's what you want to see. That he should do this every night. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 10 for 13, 2 blocks. That's what you want to see from DeAndre Ayton. Devin Booker, 17 shots, good efficiency, 2 assists. That's what I was worried about. I think he had 7 last game, and then boom, immediately went back to 2. He was averaging 6-7 assists last year. This year, it seems like it's around 4. So his value dips quite a bit, and he was getting drafted in end of first round. Also, another thing is due to his high free throw shooting. But hey, he's not living up to expectations, just like Jason Tatum. At least Jason Tatum was putting a better stat than this. So if you got this guy in the end of first and beginning of second, it's really disappointing. Because Chris Paul took all the assists away. Chris Paul, nice to see him, scoring 21 points. He was scoring 9 points. But for the season, he's going to average around, 16, 17 points. And like 7 assists. That's what you, I guess, expect from Chris Paul at this point. No steals still. So that's somewhat, I wouldn't say concerning, because Chris Paul has been in the league so many years. He averaged like 1.6 steal every single year. So those will come. Just got to be patient. Cameron Johnson, 22 points. Yeah, not exciting. The rest of Suns roster are not exciting. Jay Crowder, it seems like he'll get 30 minutes a night. So if you want to stream this guy mainly for his threes, he doesn't really give you anything else. You can go ahead and do it. Only 4 points this game. Mainly for defensive and veteran leadership. Jay Crowder. Denver Nuggets without Michael Porter Jr. I don't know when he's coming back. Maybe a week or so. So Will Barton got major minutes, 2 points. You definitely want to keep this guy while Michael Porter is out. But when Michael Porter does come back, I don't know if this guy is rosterable. Because he's only getting 23 minutes a night when Michael Porter was playing. This game, 2 points, but the rest of the stats are nice. So keep him until Porter comes back. The Joker, I don't know, cooled off. Still a triple-double. 11 assists, 1 steal. Great efficiency, hit 3 threes. He is really, really strong to start begin the season. He usually starts off slow. And Jamal Murray played 40 minutes. Nice to see him scoring 31 points, 5 assists and 2 steals. Nice. Garrett Harris, yeah. Give the man 40 minutes. He's not gonna do much. PJ Dozier, 23 minutes. Yeah, forget about him. Monty Morris, he seems to be the guy that benefit not just when Jamal Murray is out. Like any other guys, any other guy is out for injury, Monty Morris is gonna get 30 minutes. It seems like Coach Malone trusts this guy coming off the bench. Didn't really do much this game. 2 assists only, no defensive stats. Let's look at Clippers. The next game, Clippers lost to Jazz. It's nice to see Jazz pick up a win over the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard just looked really scary. 38 minutes. 42% shooting, and free throw, weird, 2 for 4. Hit 2 threes, but Jesus Christ, 16 rebounds, 9 assists, no steals, but 3 blocks. Kawhi Leonard, start of the season, the defense stats were really scary. He's averaging around 2 steals and like 1.5 blocks maybe. Had a really somewhat shooting the ball, he somewhat struggled, but the defensive stats really, really strong. Batum, 35 minutes, hit 6 free throws. This guy, you don't get him for his points. He's a great free throw shooter though. 7 rebounds, unfortunately nothing else. But you can still hold this guy if you don't need the points. Paul George, yeah, he was hard to start off the season. Fell down to earth. 22 shots, most on the team. Hit 5 threes, that's good. But fill up the stat sheet, the rest of the stat sheet. 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Jesus Christ. 6 steals. Yeah, that's Paul George for you. He was the number 1 steals guy when he was on OKC 2 years back. But yeah, he could have the explosion steals games like this, just win. Not like blocks, but just basically win your steals that week. 6 steals, 25 points. He was a -12 though. While Kawhi was a +8. I guess that's why they lost the game, because Joe Ingles was shutting Paul George down. Patrick Beverly, 27 points. Yeah, forgot about him. Lou Will, it's hard to roster this guy. This game, 7 points, 5 assists. And he's a good free throw guy, but just didn't go to free throw line much. Zubac, oh boy, only 14 minutes now. He was splitting minutes with Serge Ibaka this game, not so much. Look around Jackson now. It's good to see Jazz pick up a win. Yeah, let's talk about Mike Conley. He was really, really bad last year, and he wasn't hurt. I guess just adjusting to the system. This year he's been playing really, really well. I don't know what else to say. Even getting the 7 assists, that's just... Well, let me change my camera real quick. That's just really good stuff from Mike Conley. Okay. New movie recording. Here we go. Oh, oops. Why is it? Sorry, guys. Why is this thing still here? Okay. Alright, we good here. Sorry. Mike Conley, yeah, really, really strong this year. He's averaging almost 20 points with this 33-point explosion. And it's not just he's putting up stats. He's the reason they won the game. He's +24 while Donovan Mitchell was -8. And Bogdanovic is -13. So really, really scary stuff from Mike Conley. If you drafted him late, you are definitely smiling right now and give you the one steal. And because Mike Conley is playing really well, I think it's gonna like guys like Bogdanovich is gonna suffer because last year Bogdanovich was playing Mike Conley's role this year, being the second guy behind Donovan Mitchell. And because Mike Conley playing so well, Bogdanovich's got to take a step back, right? This game, 3 for 12, struggled obviously. If the shots are falling, he would have like 10 points, but he's not gonna average 20 points. He's probably gonna average around 15 this year due to Mike Conley playing so well. I mean, granted, if Mike Conley started playing like shit, then Donovan Mitchell still struggling. 15 points, 5 assists, nothing else there. Bad efficiency. I don't know when Mitchell is gonna get out of his shooting slump. Maybe he shot the ball too well in the bubble, but I'm not too worried about him. He's obviously the number one guy on the team. He will get all the usage, so not too worried about him. Only went to free throw one time and missed it, so that kind of sucks. Rudy Gobert, 12 points, 9 rebounds, a standard Rudy Gobert team. I guess substandard Rudy Gobert team, but they did win, so that's good. Joe Ingles, it's nice to see him getting those 7 assists, but nothing else. Jordan Clarkson, 20 minutes, usually he give you 13, 14 points. Only 9 points this game, but a steal and a block is nice. Let's look at the last game of the night. Portland destroyed the Warriors. Warriors, they are. Can they make the playoffs this year? I don't know. I think Draymond Green came back, but that did not really help. Derek Juice Jr., Coach Stotts really liked this guy, like to play this guy high minutes every single game, and you can get this guy mainly for his defense. He will get you some steals and blocks. This game he give you 5. So really, steals is it's really like a lottery, high variance. Because I would say like maybe 20% of the steals are due to the guy being a good defender, but a lot of the steals really just guys making bad passes, or like your guy is double teaming and you go swipe the ball away, right? But it's nice to see Derrick Jones Jr. getting 5 steals, but steals at such high variance. I suppose same thing with blocks. But blocks, like if you're not a big dude, you really don't get blocks all that often. But steals doesn't really matter who you are. If the guys are making bad passes, you're gonna get them. Robert Covington, it's nice to see him getting 36 minutes, 11 rebound, 1 steal, a block. Can't really complain much. Oh, it's rough for Yusuf Nurkic. Only 17 minutes. He wasn't in foul trouble. But if you draft this guy so far, he's been so bad this year, and maybe overreacting. But I am really worried if he's just in a, I don't know if you're in a shooting slump. He's a big man. If he's just really playing bad, having a rough time, adjusting to new teammates or what, right? Hopefully he'll play more minutes next game and bounce back from this. CJ McCollum, Dame time, exactly same stats. They have the exact same shot attempts and hit exactly same number of shots. Dame time just with way more threes on average, more points, more threes, more assists, more steals. It's nice to see CJ getting 3 steals. I think he was really ranked really high this season to start off the season. Don't expect this to continue. Three steals are really nice though. Carmelo Anthony getting 23 minutes, yeah. It's not like last year was getting 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Let's look at the last team of the day, Golden State Warriors. Oh, it's rough. Steph Curry, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 45% shooting. Made his 4 threes. But Steph Curry is the only guy on this team putting up stats. I mean, at least Kelly Oubre is not shooting 10% from the field. 10 points, 4 rebounds, nothing else. Yeah, it's tough. Draymond Green is back this game, only playing 18 minutes. Maybe they're still figuring out all that chemistry issue. Um, Not chemistry issue. They're just figuring out trying to have more chemistry as the season goes on. Andrew Wiggins, 15 points. Shit on your free throw, but it seems that every time the Warriors are having a bad game, Wiggins is not doing like. Sure, he's struggling shooting the ball, but the other stats are not there. And every time maybe Warriors are having a good game, the other stats are there. So maybe if Warriors are just having bad game, if Warriors having a bad game, Andrew Wiggins is not gonna do much, right? Draymond Green, 4 points, 4 assists. That's nice to see. If he got 25 minutes, it would be 6 rebounds, 6 7 rebounds, 6 7 assists. Minus 18. Yeah, Warriors as a whole just got destroyed. James Wiseman only 19 points. Yeah, we'll see. Somewhat concerned if Warriors keep losing games and out of the playoff picture toward the end. You know, they're not gonna sit their guy like sit Draymond Green and Curry, but any tiny injury they're gonna be out, and their minutes they're not gonna play them 40 minutes trying to win a game. They'll play 30, so their ceiling will be capped versus they're in the playoff hunt. So if you have those guys on your team, you want the Warriors to win some games. That's it about all the games. I will do another one tomorrow. See you guys later.